by the power of Grayskull.
Hey everybody, this is Review Revolution coming at you with the next of the Master of the Universe classic figures. Merely, what was it? 3 days ago? We had the wonderful experience on MattyCollector.com with Mossman. 6-minute sellout. For anybody who didn't see my videos, about 3 minutes into the time the sale opened up, Mossman with flocked ears, gone, done. Didn't even get him. He sold out while he was in my cart. Had it not been for my Club Eternia subscription, I probably would have missed this one too, because 3 minutes later, this one, gone, done. Stratos, who was this month's re-release, still available from what I checked this morning. I'd say for anyone who's trying to collect the figures, trying to collect the line, definitely get him. I mean, if for no other reason, because it's better than spending the $20 now than picking him up in the secondary market later. So, you know, you're going to want him eventually. Do it now. Awesome figure. But in this case, we do have Mossman with the unflocked ears, the Club Eternia subscription figure. That is Mossman, Heroic Spy, and Master of Camouflage. On the pack, all the usual, the Lightning Bolt, Dimple, Master of the Universe, all the stuff we've come to expect, the brick pattern bottom. Very cool. One thing that Matty has made a point of, and I've mentioned a few times, is that for the Master of the Universe Classic figures, we're not going to get any kind of action features. We're not going to get a pulley in Web Store's pack. We're not going to get the drum inside the Battle Armor He-Man. We're not going to get any kind of power punch or action feature, that sort of thing. They did go ahead and include things they could do to the base figure, like Scareglow was glow in the dark, Zodak with K was glow in the dark, the Goddess was a translucent green, and the decision from the San Diego Comic-Con last year was that Mossman would be flocked. And so he is. It looks very good, too, from what I can tell. We'll have to open him up to get a real good look at him. But one under-mentioned thing that I think was that in the print ads, just like you remember, Mossman would have his pine scent. Okay, I can see that. Well, in the pack, you can see he's flocked. Okay. They'll have air holes. There you go, air holes. That's how we'll tell he's got his pine scent. No. Actually, Mossman is the first and only figure that I'm aware of for the Master of the Universe Classic line to be packaged without air holes. So all that piney goodness that he supposedly has is trapped inside that bubble. Well, let's take a look at the back. On the back, we actually have a prototype, non-flocked version of Mossman. I guess this is just to kind of give you an idea of what might have been. Green Goddess, King Grayskull, which from my understanding, King Grayskull is going to get re-released at some point. I can't wait. Web Store, Beastman, and Scareglow. On the bio, Mossman, real name. I've tried this a few times. Kind of stay with me here. Creanote Nahorosh. Stop doing real names, please. Thought for many centuries to be an urban legend, the creature called Mossman was in fact an ancient Eternian nature god, an ally to King Grayskull. During the rise of Skeletor and the subsequent battle with the Snake Men and Horde invaders, Mossman often joined forces with the Masters of the Universe, helping to protect freedom for all forms of life. He was instrumental in helping them with the second ultimate battleground, using his powers over plant life and his fur of the forest green to fool and frustrate his wicked foes. Okay. So that's Mossman. We'll take a look. We'll brave the pine, the pine smell, and see what we get. So be right back. All right, everybody. Well, number one, I have to say, Mossman is not overly scented. Yes, even from here, I can smell him, but that may just be that I have the smell still in my nose. It's not like opening a bottle of Pine Sol and can smell it across the room. No, it's a very lightly scented figure. But it's there, and it's a great tribute. It's really nice. So, that's 1. 2. Didn't think much of this at first, but because Mossman is flocked, and I want to get this out. I want to say first off, he is a beautiful figure. I mean, the flocking, this Mossman from the vintage line, and even especially now to the classics, Mossman is such a tribute to the fact that there was a toy line, a toy company that over the years had to continually reinvent the figures, bring out new ones, and work with limited parts, work with already existing parts. And the creativity that the original designers had for the Masters of the Universe it really shows through with Mossman. Because he's just a wonderful, wonderful character, despite being pretty much a flock remold of Beastman. Now, on the flocking, one drawback, and again, I did not think about this until I actually was opening him out of the pack, that being the fact that he's flocked, if you have pets, cats, dogs, ferrets, hedgehogs, animals, pets, you're going to have to be real careful where you put him, where you leave him, and what your animals have access to. Because as soon as he picks up some fur, or even some lint or dust, he's going to be a tough one to get clean. Oop, almost dropped him. So yeah, you got to be real careful. So he's going to be a tough one to maintain his pristine look, because this flocking is going to be like Velcro. It's going to pick up dirt and lint, and it's just not going to let it go. So if you have the character, hopefully you found a spot for him, and he's well placed, not going to pick up a lot of the cat hair or dog hair or lint or dust. But great looking character. Like I said, he is a reuse of Beastman, so he's got the same hands, the same wristbands. He does have the longer skirt, more like on Hordak. Colors are traditional Mossman green with the brown and gold. His side pack is actually kind of new. I do like that. That's more of a throw to how he came in his 2000X version. Really nice. The articulation on the figure, now this is with the Beastman head, the vintage head, and you can see there's the unflocked ears, and I am kind of glad to see, I like the unflocked ears. I would have liked to see what the flocked look like, but I do like the unflocked one. It looks pretty cool. The head does go pretty far up, but just straight forward, won't go down. Whether that's because of the flocking or not, can't be sure. The arms, you can see here on the joints where they've left the flock off so it doesn't really interfere with the articulation. And to be honest, even without the flocking there, it's such a small area, you don't notice it, and what a difference it makes leaving it out. Shoulder, bicep, elbow, wrist. Even his crunch, which his body is fully flocked. There's no place on the body itself, on the torso, that isn't. But even so, he has a little bit of a crunch. Certainly has the twist. Legs come out a bit, mainly because of how long this is. But they come out again. Again, not too much, but a bit. Knee and ankle. No twist here at the calf. So no calf cut right there, which is fine. You don't miss it. You probably wouldn't even notice that there was something there on the boot. Looks really, really nice. Other than that, he does come with the other head, which will take a moment and pop off. Even the little ball is the green. Which, by the way, everybody, belated Happy St. Patrick's Day. I didn't mention that earlier. Let me kind of get that out there where I'm saying it. But there you go. You've got the second Mossman head, which is going to make it real tough. I like this head. I don't know which one I'm going to pose it with. I like both of them a whole lot. They're really good. Has his club, very much like the vintage club. It does have a little extra kind of vines and wood grain on it to fit more with his persona, but definitely in line with the way it looked from the vintage figure. And he even comes with in his pouch, little flint dagger, which is pretty cool. But that is a look at the Masters of the Universe Classic Mossman figure, unflocked ears, I should say. Hope everybody enjoyed it. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.